Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Travis and Chompin' Susie here, and we got a reaction. We got a reaction video for you. We got this link right here. You can find that link in the description box below the video. There's a blue link. If you click it, you can pick it. You can request music, movie scenes, comedy skits, live performances, all sports, all kinds of things. Were you trying to take a drink? Oh, you're hiding the logo. You just gotta like palm it.
You don't want it to look like I'm drinking a hat.
Why didn't you just pour it into a cup?
Because I'm not as smart as you.
Dang, you look like a homeless person.
Stop. I do not.
Okay. Today's video is brought to you by Brian. Bringing us Pitch Perfect was Crazier Than You Remember by Alex. Is that Meyers or Meyers?
Meyers.
Meyers,
yeah. Brian says, "Hi, Travis and Susie. You guys had an Alex Meyers clip on your channel a while ago.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a new one that just dropped where he talks about, and rarely for him, praises the movie Pitch Perfect. I saw Pitch Perfect when it first came out on Blu-ray, and I remember how watching it with the director's commentary turned on made me feel old for the first time. According to the director, in an early scene where the Bellas perform a bunch of outdated songs, they originally had used the song Mr. Sandman by the Chordettes in the routine. However, the director said when they screened it with a test audience, none of them knew that song? What?
No, stop
So they replaced it with I Saw the Sign by Ace of Base. This was, I mean, I know both of those songs.
Yeah.
This was in 2012 when I was 38. And I thought to myself, how old am I that I Saw the Sign is considered a golden oldie and Mr. Sandman is completely unfamiliar to most people. And then there's a timestamp. You know what? I feel like that's bad because let me just tell you something. We are able to do reaction videos because I don't know any music, but I know Mr. Sandman.
Yeah.
Or maybe I just only know old songs. Who knows?
They do use that, I feel like, in movies a lot. So I'm
Mr.
surprised
Sandman.
that people would not recognize that. Yeah. Anyway, let's do it. I did see this movie.
I'm trying to think of like how someone just
Many years ago, of course.
couldn't. I guess like our kids wouldn't know Mr. Sandman, right? No, I don't know. They might though, because I listen to a lot of like
They're also not watching Pitch Perfect.
50s and 60s. That's true.
Okay, I know I probably said this like 1,000 times already, but I have this huge list of movies that I plan on getting to, you know, at some point before society completely collapses, so I probably got a good 3 years left. But every time I look at this list, there's always like 50 movies on there that I'm like, really? How have I not done this one yet? Which brings me to today's video, Pitch Perfect. This movie came out in 2012, right at the height of Glee's reign of terror. You know, everyone was like, hey, you know what we need is more kids who think they're gonna sing all their favorite songs and then get stuck with Hello Dolly and Music Man because the school couldn't pay license fees. I did show choir all through high school. I was on the varsity team. We got second place in nationals. Okay, I didn't get a girlfriend until I was 21. Probably unrelated, but whatever. But yeah, somehow I have not made a video about these movies yet. So come on, kids, let's take a walk and check out Pitch Perfect. So like I said, this movie is about show choir, although it's a little bit different because in this case, they're a cappella show choirs for some reason.
These Barton University troublemakers always thrill the judges and the ladies in the room. Cannot get enough.
So true, John. Nothing makes a woman feel more like a girl than a man who sings like a boy.
What? But anyway, so starting the movie off here, we meet our main character, Becca, as she's moving into her dorm to start her freshman year of college. Finally away from the stupid parents and fake friends and whatever else girls with thick eyeliner don't like. Emotional stability and dating guys with personalities? I don't know.
Hi there. Welcome to Barton University. What dorm? Baker Hall, I think. Okay. And your official BU rape whistle. Don't blow it unless it's actually happening.
Okay, all right. Okay, I know exactly what kind of movie this is gonna be now. Now, something about Becca you need to know is that she's really into, like, Music Man, but not like the fake dumb commercial stuff, okay? Nah, I see, she's all about the mashups. like she just has the most specific hobby. I mean, thick eyeliner, alt-fashioned, her own DJ, whatever this is, you know what I smell.
Girl with daddy issues.
Haha.
It's your old man making a funny. How did you get here?
Took a cab. Didn't want to inconvenience you and Sheila. How was the step monster?
She is fine. Thank you for asking. She's actually in Vegas at a conference.
Oh, no, Dad, I don't actually care. I just wanted to say step monster.
Ha, see? What'd I tell you? Y'all probably thought I was making it up. But yeah, so this is her dad, who's a tenured professor at the university she now goes to, which of course means he gets to live in a giant 5,000 square foot house by charging students $800 for a PDF file. Also, plot twist of the century, Becca doesn't like him very much.
So, have you guys been out on the quad yet?
I want to study on the grass, Dad. I need to move to LA and get a job at a record label and start paying my dues.
Here we go again. You know, Becca, DJing is not a profession.
Oh, is that so? Well, then how come every hot girl I know's been cheated on by like 4 of them? Huh? Explain that. But like, real talk though, every time a girl's like, OMG, I just met the hottest guy last night, here's his Instagram. Well, as long as you're happy or whatever, I guess. He's so cool, he's a DJ. Like, you know this disaster's gonna be spectacular. Also, I love how the whole time her roommate's like, you can talk to your dad like that and not get murdered? Now, while this is all happening, we also meet another character who seems like a main character, but actually isn't really, Jesse. Now, Jesse is also starting his freshman year at the same college, which is good, because otherwise this would have been a weird movie.
I'm Benji, must be Jesse.
You must be kidding.
Looking at it now, I can see that it's a bit much.
Took a second for my eyes to adjust, but I can roll with this.
Look, just so you know, I'm not a total nerd. I also happen to be super into close-up magic.
Wow. Although, hey, to be fair, I collect Kirby toys and anime figures, and my girlfriend looks like this, so there's no rules. Do whatever you want. Also, wait a second. Isn't that little baby Ben Platt? The guy who would go on to give us this masterpiece?
I don't know what that other thing was.
What even was this? I love how we all just decided that this movie doesn't exist anymore. Anyway, so this being the beginning of a new school year, of course all the clubs and groups are trying to get new members. The most famous a cappella group at the school is the Treblemakers, full of cool guys like this. And then there's the main girl group, the Bellas, who had a bit of an incident last year at finals when this girl got so nervous that she just barfed all over everything.
This is a surprise. This is how you bring national championship with
She had a week's worth of lunch and lost it.
Oh, she didn't lose it. We know exactly where it is. It's all over the third row.
So they lost, obviously, but also they've become the laughingstock of the school. I mean, things have gotten so bad that they're maybe thinking of even letting a fat girl in.
We'll be fine. I am confident that we will find 8 super hot girls with bikini-ready bodies who can harmonize in a perfect pitch, okay?
What good singers? What?
Hi. Can you sing?
Yeah. I'm the best singer in Tasmania. With T.
Love it. What's your name?
Fat Amy.
I remember back when Rebel Wilson lost a bunch of weight a couple years ago when everyone was like, I can't believe she would betray us like that. But like, gee, I don't know, maybe being known as Fat Amy for like 10 years might get a little annoying. Actually, the correct answer is Cats, because I have to imagine she went to the premiere of that and was like, yeah, I gotta turn my life around. Anyway, so Becca walks by the Bellows booth and would you believe is not interested.
So, are you interested?
Sorry, it's pretty lame.
Excuse me? Synchronized lady dancing to a Mariah Carey chart topper is not lame. We sing all over the world and we compete in national championships.
On purpose.
We played the Cobb Energy Performing Arts Center, you bitch.
Yeah, that's right, everybody. In a crazy plot twist, turns out Becca's one of those girls who's too cool for everything and has made being sarcastic and hating on things people love her entire personality. People like that are so annoying, am I right? Like, who would ever do that? But remember, Becca only cares about the real music, man. You know, not that popular commercial garbage. No. She only listens to college indie radio stations, which is where she ends up getting an internship, because of course she does.
Stuck in the back of the car, why do we gotta drive so far? I just wanna go home.
95.7 WBUJ, music for the independent mind.
Oh my. Music for the independent mind. Coming up for the next 4 hours, we took a bunch of Say Anything songs and somehow made them even worse.
Freshman aren't allowed in the booth.
Sorry.
I'm Luke, station manager. You must be Becky, the intern?
It's,
Hey, man, what's up? I'm Jesse. I'm Luke. You're late.
Oh, what do you know? It's that Jesse guy from earlier. Just happened to start working the same place as Becca? Yeah, okay, I see you there. You ain't slick. So, little backstory. Becca's here at college because her dad is, like, making her go here. But it's, like, not her dream, my dude. So she gets to talking to him, against her will, of course. And they come to a sort of middle ground about her dreams versus what he wants.
If I don't actually go to that class, will it still suck?
Look, honey, college it's great. Gotta try something new, Beck. Join one club on campus. And if, at the end of a year, you still don't want to be here, you still want to go off to LA and be P. Diddy?
No, Becca, don't do that. Wow. This movie has aged poorly. So basically what it comes down to is Becca has to finish up just 1 year of college, and she has to like actually for reals give it a try. You know, join a club, make a very real visible effort to enjoy herself. Gross. And after all that, if she still wants to go to LA and be a music producer, then fine, whatever. He'll pay for the whole thing. I mean, come on, there's nothing more LA than some trust fund kid trying to dismantle the system by joining a record label of all things. So long story short, Becca decides to audition for an a cappella group. And this is where we get that infamous Cup song that had a stranglehold on every 14-year-old girl in like 2013. And she gets in, if you can believe that. I mean, hey, this could have been a really short movie.
The sopranos, Jessica, Mary Elise, Lily. The mezzos, Cynthia Rose, Stacy, Corey. And our altos, Fat Amy, Denise, Ashley, and Becca. We shall begin by drinking the blood of the sisters that came before you.
Quite the initiation.
What the heck is even happening right now? These movies always make this kind of stuff look like 8,000% more cool than how it actually is. They have this cult initiation. They're doing like a riff off in the middle of the night. You know, so many kids probably went on to join show choirs after Glee, and these movies came out and they're like, oh, never mind. We're just sitting in the choir room after school eating goldfish crackers and trying to figure out who's the most pretentious. Now, there is one very important rule about being in the Bellas.
Promise to fulfill the duties and responsibilities of a Bella woman.
Promise to fulfill the duties and responsibilities of a Bella woman.
And I solemnly promise to never have
Shrek?
the troublemaker, or may my vocal cords be ripped out by wolves.
That's right, above all else, no one is ever allowed to do the devil's tango with any of these guys, which I feel like is not that big of an ask here, because I mean, much like in real life, the difference between the girls in show choir and the guys in show choir is stark. I mean, trust me, I know, okay? I was one of these guys. I was the guy in the show choir where the girl would get partnered up with me and suddenly she's Googling how to almost die but make it look convincing. But guess what? Remember that Jesse guy from earlier? He got into the Troublemakers, and Becca and him worked together at the radio station. And then they start like, you know, hanging out and stuff.
So, brought some movies. Jaws, E.T., The Breakfast Club, Star Wars, and Rocky. Best scored and soundtrack movies of all time.
You must really sweep your girlfriend off her feet.
Oh, I don't have a girlfriend.
What?
No.
You have juice pouches and Rocky.
Hey, well, I think I'm starting to sense a little sarcasm there, Becca. What kind of guy you think you're gonna get, being all cute girl with thick eyeliner and perpetually sarcastic attitude? Oh, what's that? Girls like this can get literally any guy they want? Yeah, I probably should have thought this one through. But this brings up a thing about this movie that I thought was kind of weird. So, like, they make a huge point about how they're not allowed to date or whatever with any of these guys. And then Becca starts getting kind of with Jesse, who's one of these guys. And like, oh man, this is totally all gonna come together at the 45-minute mark, right guys? And then literally nothing happens. Like, they even have Jesse and the radio station senior guy in some kind of like love triangle competition for Becca, kinda.
Yeah.
If they had this in your school, would you have done it or no?
What, like an a cappella group?
Like I guess that or some type of.
I
like,
probably would
singer
not have
group.
done it.
You would not have.
Mm-mm.
Why?
Because I would have been too scared.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, for my I had a senior solo. I sang "Somebody to Love" by Queen. And to try out for that, I was so nervous.
What made you try out?
Scared. The instructor was like, "You should try out for this," and I was like, "I'm not really like that kind of solo person," and she was like, "No, you really should." She was like, "I'm not here to make you look stupid."
I tried to get Susie to do some like theater musicals and stuff like that, but
if I was who I am today, then I totally would have. But I was like super insecure then, so I did not. And I bombed it. I bombed the solo.
And now we're just like too crazy.
I did not like when I see the video footage of the solo of Somebody to Love, I cringe inside. You could tell I was nervous, so I was like, whoa. Anyway, go ahead.
Jesse? Yeah. I'm starving, so could you...
You want me to get you lunch? You should probably lay off the burgers. You're not gonna be 22 forever.
I think I'm good.
He's good. You're good.
And chess match continues.
But then turns out all this has literally nothing to do with anything. It kind of feels like this was meant to be a totally different movie, but then like they rewrote it halfway through because they set up and foreshadow or whatever like a bunch of stuff about Becca and Jesse and where it's gonna go and how it's gonna push the story forward, and then literally nothing happens. Maybe it was meant to be subversive or something. It doesn't feel like that. It just feels like they forgot. But like more importantly, no dude who works at an indie radio station looks like this, okay? These kind of guys always look more like they just time traveled from the Great Depression, you know what I mean? But anyway, so Becca's in the Bellas, and of course the head girl, the one who barfed last year, doesn't really like her that much because she's an alt girl and has all these ideas for song mashups. Whoa, how crazy.
That song is tired. We're not gonna...
You like, this guy just kind of like roasts people through the whole video.
win with it. If we pull samples from different genres and layer them together, we could...
Okay, let me explain something to you because you still don't seem to get it.
Our goal is to get back to the finals, and these songs will get us there. So excuse me if I don't take advice from some alt girl with her Mad Lib beats.
I love how she's like, we don't need some alt girl like you, and then Becca looks like this. Like, literally just the most vanilla alt girl you've ever seen. And this comes to a head when they eventually get to the semifinals, and Becca is worried that they won't win because their song set is too boring, so she does like a little improv thing, which ultimately leads them to lose, and they don't go on to finals. Now, the head girl blames Becca for this, of course, you know, because she went rogue and tried to do a mashup, which is like her entire personality, apparently.
So I just find songs that have the same chord progressions and create a track that blends them together. So like, this is the new bass line, and this is matching up downbeats.
I'm sorry. It's just like, Becca has these radical ideas for mashing up songs together. You know, the thing that Glee's been doing for like 4 years at this point. But then, in a crazy plot twist, turns out one of the groups that beat the Bellas at the semifinals gets disqualified because they're actually in high school. So, the Bellas are back on the ballot, except they all thought it was over, so no one's practiced for like weeks and everyone kind of sucks now, which of course the head girl is a little perturbed about.
That I'm the jerk! I am the girl obsessed with winning! Aubrey, you're too controlling!
I do have to say, like, a lot of times when there are movies with like lots of flaws or things that might be typical or things that don't make sense or whatever, can still engage me and be super entertaining at the same time. And I do feel like this is one of those movies where like you're like, okay, some of these things are ridiculous, but like I'm here for it.
You shouldn't write off a movie just because there's some kind of plot hole. I mean, or interesting quality to the movie. I mean, it's there to entertain you. So as long as it's entertaining, like it doesn't have to be perfect. That's why you picked this movie. Because it's like entertaining enough, but also ridiculous. Enough. like no one who really likes this movie is worried about the plot holes or anything like that. They're just there to enjoy a good time.
Although while we watch movies, we do like pick things out. And we're like kind of like, hey, what? Like, why is that there?
I
that
mean, everyone should be able to do that, and if you're with the right person, it can be totally fine to do that. But like, you shouldn't do that if you're with like someone who doesn't like it. Sometimes people don't like that.
Like that movie we just watched, but with the Spider Woman or whatever. Where the spider is supposed to heal you. And then the mom gets sick and is dying or something. I don't remember what the deal was. And the spider bites her, but then doesn't heal her. But then her baby has spider powers. Yeah. So
we were like, oh, maybe she was too injured for it to work. But then it's supposed to be like the most magical healing powers that have ever been discovered. So you're also like, okay.
Unless it wasn't explained enough and we're wrong and we missed something.
Well, I don't know. I might have
I didn't watch it multiple times.
I might have Googled that movie and seen quite a few things that people have said about the movie, but it was still entertaining nonetheless.
I watched the whole thing.
And I felt entertained. Just like I felt entertained by Pitch Perfect.
Thing that Glee's been doing for like 4 years at this point. But then, in a crazy plot twist, turns out one of the groups that beat the Bellas at the semifinals gets disqualified because they're actually in high school. So, the Bellas are back on the ballot, except they all thought it was over, so no one's practiced for like weeks and everyone kind of sucks now, which of course the head girl is a little perturbed about.
That I'm the jerk! I am the girl obsessed with winning! Aubrey, you're too controlling, and it's gonna ruin all of us. You know what? I can lose control if I want to. I can let go!
Okay, so like, I was watching this on Amazon, and if you've never watched a movie there, when you pause it, Amazon shows you like a little trivia thing about the movie you're watching. So at this part, when she's barfing, the trivia fact is Brittany Snow used to be anorexic and bulimic. Why would you share that at all? But also, now? Here? Who thought this was okay? And so, long story short, Becca does a bunch of introspection about like, maybe caring about stuff isn't just for losers after all? Sorry, Daria, I don't need you anymore. And then she rejoins the Bellas. And then, of course, that means it's time to sit in a circle and talk about our feelings.
And my real name is Fat Patricia. For the last 2 years, I've had a serious gambling problem.
Fun fact, this is Esther Dean, who wrote most of Rihanna's most famous songs.
Oh, wow.
I've never been one of those girls who had a lot of friends who were girls.
Oh, of course you're one of those girls, Becca. I saw this coming a mile away. Ugh, hanging out with girls is so annoying and so much drama. That's why I only have guy friends. It's so much less stressful having a friend group of like 8 guys who are all trying to hook up with you constantly all the time. And you're always kind of wondering if any of this friendship is even real at all. So much less annoying. But then some girls just take it to the next level, you know, and they just like work their way through every guy one by one, just completely demolishing the entire friend group dynamic. Dealing with other girls' drama is so annoying. That's why I only hang out with guys, so I can make all the drama myself. But anyway, so they all come together and decide to do what Becca wants to do because she's the relatable main character, and they perform this big mashup number that they all arranged and choreographed and memorized in about 4 days. And what do you know? They win the finals.
The most recent ICCA national champion winners get to pick the audition song.
All right, nerds, let's go with...
Shut up, you're not my real dad. Shut up, you're not my real dad.
And that's pretty much the end of the movie. So all in all, I think this movie's actually really fun to watch. I mean, it kind of has a similar sense of humor to something like Bottoms, which I loved. Although some parts maybe have not aged quite so well.
Oh yeah, DJs. Def Juice. Oh.
Shut up!
That's not a real word, but keep trying. You will get there.
And of course, Becca's whole character is very 2012. But hey, to be fair, the social commentary at the time was like, real girls don't wear pink dresses, real girls wear Chuck Taylors and purple eyeshadow, and spend half their time complaining about girls who wear pink dresses. But all the same, as a recovering theater kid slash show choir kid myself, I thought this movie was pretty alright. Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, please watch another one, because that's how the algorithm works. So click on this one that's being recommended to you right now, right here on the screen. It actually helps a lot if you do that, because like that's how YouTube knows that my videos are worth caring about. Also, if you have any movies or TV shows you'd like to recommend, send me an email at alexmeyerscontact@gmail.com, and I'll put them on my absurdly long list of movies that I need to get to at some point. Anyway.
Thank you guys for hanging out with us. If you enjoyed hanging out, make sure you like and subscribe. If you want to request your own personal reaction video, look for that link in the description box below the video. There's a blue link. If you click it, you can pick it. I enjoyed that video very much. I like when people point out different things in movies that you miss or whatever, especially when you only watch it one time. You know, if you watch it multiple times, I'm sure you can like identify more things more.
Or ignore it more.
Stay tuned. Stay positive.
We love you guys. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.